Hi, my name is Joris Maes and I'm from Belgium. I work in the University of Brussels and I'm currently finishing my PhD for measuring the BTEC efficiency in top quark events.
And you're here at CERN right now for a few days. How often do you come?
Well, it depends. When there is a lot of meetings, I come to CERN, but when there is not too much meetings or when I can follow the meetings remotely, I follow them from home. So the last months I didn't come so often, but now when I'm really finishing my PhD, I'm here to discuss with people about my work and trying to get some thoughts and some ideas from more expert people here.
And when do you plan to finish your PhD?
Well, I'm currently writing up the whole analysis and the whole work I've been doing, so I hope to be finished by the end of the summer, somewhere beginning of September.
And do you have any plans for after you finish?
Well, the first major point is take a few weeks of holidays, in fact, because now there is a lot of work when you're finishing your PhD, but after this, I don't really know. Maybe I would like to stay in research here at CERN, or maybe I would like to go to I don't know, some private companies doing research or this kind of things.
And at home, at your home institution, are you teaching as well?
Yes, part of my time is dedicated also to teaching, so I'm giving the statistics courses to the first and the second year of physics. So the courses I received myself a few years ago, I'm now giving myself as an assistant.
That must feel good. You're helping.
Well, sometimes it's a bit strange because you know that you were in the same place a few years ago, and now you're teaching them the things you have learned only a few years ago.
And speaking of teaching and learning, how did you get into physics? How did you decide you were interested in studying it?
After my secondary school, when I was 18, I don't know, I didn't really have a clear idea what I wanted to do, but physics seemed interesting to me because it's I've always been interested in looking how things work and what is behind behind I don't know, the mechanism behind everything. And then it seemed really the most basic you can go is physics, because they are trying to model and to find out how from the whole universe to the smallest particles, how everything is working.
So from a small age you were already trying to figure out how things worked?
Well, if I look back on it, yes, it has been something I've been doing always, like trying to find out how things work, maybe open a radio or this kind of things to see how it works. I think it's been there always. Yes.
So were your parents surprised when you started to study physics, or were they not surprised?
No, they were not so surprised, especially not my father, because he has a bit of an idea and he's always he has been interested in physics since already he was young. So
is he a physicist?
No, he's not at all a physicist. He's a nurse, so he didn't do anything with science or something. But he knew a bit the direction I was going. But my mother has really no clue what I'm doing. She has really no idea what we are doing here in physics.
Does she ask you about it?
Well, sometimes she asks how is it going at work, but that's more just to know how I am doing and not to really get to know what I'm doing, because she doesn't really have an idea, and it's also not something of her interest, I think. Yeah.
And what about your brothers and sisters? Do they study physics too?
No, not at all. Also, they are more into Earth-like things. Like one sister is a nurse, and my brother is working in a company where they make kitchens. So no, they are really not into physics.
And what about your friends? Are they intrigued by what you're doing? Do they ask you questions?
Well, some of them have an idea what I'm doing, so they can ask some questions, but a lot of them also don't have any idea what I'm doing, but they find it interesting that I'm traveling and that I'm going to, for example, to conferences or coming to CERN to give a presentation and to discuss with people, and this is what is interesting for them, because I'm working for an international company, so to say.
Mm-hmm. So you're in contact with a lot of internationals.
Yes, in fact, also in the university, in the office, I share my office with somebody from France and a girl from Italy. So you're always among people from other countries, other origins, and this makes it also very interesting because you get to know other cultures and other people. And this is also a very fun part of working in an international research lab.
And is English your primary work language?
Yes, during the day we usually speak English because this is the main language used here at the research lab. Yes.
And after you're done with your PhD, I know that you said you were studying very hard to finish. Is there anything you would like to do for yourself, not work-related, after you're done?
Yes, taking holidays. Really going, I don't know, somewhere for a week or 2 weeks, and also trying to catch up with some friends and family, because now you're really so much involved in your work that also on Saturday and Sundays, sometimes you're working until late in the evening, so that you miss quite some social activities. But those things I will catch up when it's finished after the summer.
And just to conclude, do you have any advice for young physicists who are interested in a job like yours in research or in a lab?
Oh, advice. I would. The only thing I would say is, if you want to do it, just do it. There is nothing keeping you behind. If you're interested, then you can do it. It's yeah. This is the message I think is the most important. If you're interested and you want to do it, just try to do it. It's.
Okay, thank you very much.